guys, so maybe you are a family-based childcare program and you are like, should I hire help? Do I want to bring strangers into my home? Right? That's a crazy, scary feeling. But I'm going to answer that question today because I have been a family-based childcare provider before, and I know the struggle, I know the anxiety when it comes to bringing people into your home, but I also know the feeling of burnout, and it's very real. So if this is the answer you're looking for, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video and let's dive in. So let's be honest, right? When you have a family-based childcare program, it can be very overwhelming, it can be challenging, it can also be rewarding, but you're wearing every hat, right? So you're the teacher, you're the cook, you're the diaper changer, you're the cleanup, you're the maintenance, you're every role in your business. And in essence, really, you call yourself like a solopreneur, right? Because let's be honest, in a family-based childcare program, your numbers may not be that high and you might be at your max ratio, so you don't have anyone helping you in your childcare program. And this is the number one question that I always get in our childcare community that we have in our CEO circle is, should I actually hire help in my home? Like, is it really that serious? And one of the answers I'm going to tell you is going to be this, okay? I'm going to say it really determines where you are in your business as a family-based childcare provider, okay? I'm going to give y'all two scenarios. Let's say that maybe you just started your childcare program in your home and you're starting out brand new. You have maybe 3 kids, not including your own, right? Maybe got 3, 4 kids. Would I recommend bringing hiring help into your actual home? No. Why? Because you're still learning the business, right? You learning how does that work. You learning the day and the flow of the program. You're learning parents and resources. And how does this childcare business thing really work? Like, you're learning. It's a growth process. So if that's your instance and that's where you are, I would say no. But what I will say is you're going to know when it's time for you to hire help. Solely just based off your burnout. So, and you don't want to get to that space that you're fully in burnout mode. So let's say that maybe your childcare center has been open, I don't know, 9 months, and you really got to go in the flow. And now your enrollment is up. Now you're like, okay, no, I see these things that I should take into consideration. Here are going to be some things that I would say really consider, okay? All right, so the first thing I'm going to say consider is, how can the hired help you? I know that sounds like a crazy tongue twister, but truthfully, like, how can you hiring this person, how is it going to save you time? Ultimately, that's the whole purpose of hiring a teacher, an assistant teacher, or help in any business. How is it going to save you time, right? That's the first thing. So you may think like, oh, well, it can't really save me time because they can't cook, they can't do this, they can't do that. But guess what? There are some things that they can do. So maybe they can help you, when it comes to diaper changes. Maybe they can help you if, you're sick or you're tired. Maybe they can help you with, now you've been running your childcare program for months now and you know the flow. Maybe you're tired of doing circle time. Maybe you're tired of reading stories. They can help you just to help and other assistance. So maybe you can be greeting your parents and they can be over there getting breakfast ready. Maybe they can be doing diaper changes because maybe that's something that you're tired of, right? So these are all things you want to consider. First is, do I need help? And how can this person help me? Okay. Second thing I'm going to say is, when you're thinking about should you hire help, is going to be, how can I pay them? That's the biggest. Why? Because ain't nobody working for free, right? Like, let's just be honest. No one's working for free. So the number one question is, like, how can I pay them? Can I afford to pay them? And this is going to go back to your expenses, which is a whole nother separate video that I've made, that I'll link it somewhere in here, on your payroll costs and expenses that it costs to run a childcare program. But you really, really want to consider, can I afford to pay them? So what does that mean? Go back to your books, go back to your income, and consider, maybe I want to bring somebody on part-time. Maybe I want to bring somebody on full-time. Maybe I want to bring somebody on that only has a high school diploma and some years of experience, because maybe you can't afford anybody with a CDA or an associate's degree or any of those other credentials that run in our industry of owning a childcare program. So don't think end all be all when it comes to the space of like, I can't afford nobody. Yes, you can. You might can afford them 20 hours a week. I'll take 20 hours a week over no hours a week, okay? If I could get somebody in there to help me 20 hours a week just with cutouts or bulletin boards or washing bottles or anything, I will take that, because you got to remember, you are a business person. You are a business owner, and business owners, our job is to operate, right? Our job isn't constantly to be caught up in the day-to-day service, because that's how we grow our business. That's how we scale our business. That is how we figure out what's the next move in our childcare business. Or if you're a family-based childcare provider and you're thinking about expanding, those are some of the ways that you think about that. You can't do that if you're doing circle time every day and you're doing every single role in your business. So ask yourself, can I afford to hire the help? My next tip that I'm going to give you is get out of yourself, get out of your mind, get out of your head, get out of stranger danger, okay? Just like anybody hires anybody, yes, it may be your home, but I remember when we had a childcare based program and we really took it from, we started in the basement, right? So we had our childcare program in the basement, and then it went up to the living room and dining room, then the whole house, which was the other 3 bedrooms. So the whole home became a childcare family-based program, and we moved out. But I remember, even when we were just in our living room and dining room and basement, you have to get out of the space of stranger danger. Why? Make sure you have a thorough hiring process. If you need to have a hiring process, I offer a really, really amazing course called Streamline Your Hiring Process. And it's a self-paced hiring course where I give you all of the templates that you need, all of the questions, the applications, how to even create your own onboarding portal so you don't got to keep sitting down saying the same thing over and over again, but have a thorough hiring process. And you can always find that on our website and our Educated Minds online school portal, where we have tons and tons of courses. But make sure you have a thorough hiring process, because bringing someone to your business is the same thing as bringing someone to your home. But it's your home. I know that's where you lay and you rest, but you got to get out of your mind that I don't want a stranger in my home. Okay, set up some systems, set up some security measures, set up some locked doors, set up some, these are no access type of space. So I remember when we was a family-based program, we created like a half a door, and it was locked. So you couldn't go up that space. Even when it was in the basement, even when there was closets, we would change locks or have file cabinets or things like that, just that we didn't want, new people that were strangers coming into work to have access to certain things in our home. But you got to get out of that mind that I don't want nobody but my family working for me, because you're a boss and you're a CEO. And at the end of the day, you need people in order to create your team, in order to grow and thrive. So make sure you have a thorough hiring process, and I will make sure that I tag one of our hiring videos on things to consider when you're creating your hiring system. Okay, so I want to know really quickly, what are some things that you guys are super afraid of when you're thinking about hiring somebody and bringing them into your family childcare program, or even in your center-based program? Talk to me in the comments. I want to know, what are some things that you guys are super afraid of, or why you have not yet hired someone in your program, in your family-based childcare program, to help you out, because we need the help. So let me know down in the comments, what are you guys thinking? And what are some challenges that have kind of stopped you from bringing someone into your home? So my last tip is going to be, when you're thinking about bringing someone into your home to hire them, one of the biggest things I would say is, I already said, get out of your head, get out of your mind, but I will say this, right? If you are a family-based childcare provider and you literally want to expand, maybe your next goal for your business is to own a childcare center. How are you ever going to own a childcare center if you are not okay with hiring someone bare minimum as an aide or an assistant, right? Even part-time. You have to get comfortable with hiring. You have to get comfortable with firing. You have to get comfortable with payroll and taxes and liabilities, all of these things, because this is a part of running a business. So I challenge you that if you want to expand your daycare, or you want to expand your family program to a center-based program, challenge yourself. Hire someone part-time, right? Think of all the things, you're going to have to do this anyway. So I'd rather at least try and know in my own personal space before I jump out there and now I got a building of 60 kids and then I got to hire 10 people and I ain't never hired nobody before. Right? Let's be honest, okay? So these are things to consider when you're thinking about, should you hire someone in your family-based childcare program? Please let me know down in the comments, what are you guys are thinking. Again, if you are looking for a community of childcare-based providers, be sure to check out our CEO Circle, which is designed for aspiring childcare providers and family-based childcare providers. They're looking for a community and network of other based program providers nationwide, because that is where we meet every single week, weekly, and we talk about a different topic in our private Facebook group, okay? So make sure that you check out our streamlined hiring process on our website. I'll link it down here below at educatedminds.com. or I would love to meet you one-on-one. Until next time.